Richard, I'm excited to find out where you're taking me. I don't often get to go on these road trips with you.
Well, good to have you as my road buddy. You know, about a year ago, my son Evan and I, we started renovating this old mill building we found down in the south coast of Massachusetts as a training center for the HVAC industry.
Right, because your primary day job nowadays is to be a rep for manufacturers' equipment of heating and cooling.
Right, and that requires a fair amount of training. We always have to do it on the job site or out at a manufacturer or a contractor's office. So we thought we'd build the ultimate training center where you could touch and see and feel everything. And that could be good for the contractors, obviously, the distributors, but also for architects, engineers, builders, and even homeowners to sort of pick out the end product, sort of like a comfort showroom.
Sounds cool. Always the professor, right?
Try to be.
Let's do it.
So Kevin, welcome to our little corner of the world here.
Thank you. Boy, nothing little about it, Richard.
We're an industrialized city called Fall River, and my son Evan and I saw this building and thought this could be a perfect place for a training center for the HVAC industry. It's a 1904 mill building.
So you guys cleaned it up, huh?
Yeah, it's been a labor of love over the past year or so. And this is the training room right here. It's a comfortable, natural lit place. And in this room, we've got tables and chairs that we can fill the room if we choose to, but we can keep it much more intimate. We want it to be a great place to learn. The displays go all around the room. What we can do is modify those displays based on who we're teaching that particular day. Over here, we've got stuff that has to do with all the ways that you can zone, different ways you can put the right temperatures in different parts of the building.
Right.
Over here, this is radiant floor heating.
Plumbing University.
Absolutely. And then many times we start right here on this drafting board. We'll bring the set of plans in for the project, think about the choices. You know, there's many choices nowadays to do heating or cooling in a building. This shows a conventional heat pump air handler. And then this is a distribution method we've used for years, which is the mini duct system that has the small holes. And so that's one choice. This is the condenser unit, the inverter heat pump units that we see in wide use. This could have a single box outside with multiple indoor units. So you could have conventional air systems, but you could also have those high sidewall cassettes. Here would be geothermal. You can see right here that the pathways is a different way that will change the energy.
So when they see this, is it helping them get a sense of both the scale, but also kind of like where you pipe it, how they go in and out?
Yeah, I think guys and gals in the mechanical world, I think they're artists and they do better when they see the stuff and can sort of relate that, yeah, I could do that and think about how to fit it into the building.
Tactile, physical.
Yeah. This is actually air to water. This is actually a unit that has a big outdoor unit. So we're using this actually to do this building, heating and cooling right now. This is the tank we use for the hot water for the faucets. And we do use this to both heat or cool and do the radiant.
So a display, but also operational.
Right, and then they can see the operation, they can see what's going on, so it becomes much more user-friendly. This is a gas-fired condensing boiler with a tank underneath it. In here, you can actually show the proper way to do the piping for the radiant system that's in our building. So they see that and they go, yeah, I could do that, okay, yeah, and the building might change, but the basic concept becomes now repeatable, and that's what we're looking for. HVAC systems that can be installed right so they become repeatable.
Right.
We also want to teach the importance of fresh air in a building. What good is it to make that building tight, 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 and then starve to death for fresh air? We've got all these energy recovery ventilators. We've shown them before, every size, and can't have enough fresh air, you know? Then this is all some of the equipment where you'll touch and feel to make them more comfortable here before they get out in the field. Commercial spaces will have equipment like this. The equipment just gets bigger with more choices for how you deliver heating and cooling into the building. And then back here is our kitchen, team room, and offices.
It's nice. Yeah. Kitchen, couches, nice. Ping pong tables,
coffee,
the whole deal.
Once in a while.
Yeah. So what's the philosophy? I mean, what is it? I've seen showroom, I've seen training rooms. What are you going for?
Sort of like a field of dreams. If we build it, we hope they'll come. You know, this is a way to show the mechanical world, demystify the mechanical world, all the different choices, not all the choices, but so many of the choices that are available to people, and let them touch it, feel it, learn about it.
Is there somewhere else that they can get together in that environment, or has it sort of been lost?
I don't know. I don't know there's that many HVAC or comfort showrooms, you know, I think. But I can use the analogy, I think, to the plumbing world. There was a time when there was no plumbing showroom and you bought a simple chrome faucet and a white white fixture. And the plumbing showrooms came along and people went in and said, oh, I like that. And oh, okay, I can actually afford that. And they would pick a better product. I think there's some of that going on here where people can come in here and go, oh, so that's what I'd see in my house? Okay, or that's what I'd see in this building? Oh, okay, yeah. And so if they can make that decision based on what the finished product is and then work back, because so often in this world, you just get a proposal from a mechanical contractor and you go, oh, that's a lot of money, but you don't even know what a ton of anything is. You don't know what's on it. So you're buying a recipe that you don't even know what's there. So now with this, you sort of say, let's break it down. Let's see what's in that bag of groceries.
There's a lot going on here. I mean, it's a big space, but you've got a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
Is there a financial incentive? Is it good for business, or is it?
Well, we certainly hope so. We're a manufacturer's rep, so we do represent products and distribute them. But this is actually bigger than just that, I think, because all the products that are here are not just ours. We're trying to take a bigger mission to sort of teach the industry, hoping that, that rising tide floats all the boats.
So why this, or actually why now? I mean, you've always been a teacher to all of us. This is pretty late in your career. Why?
Well, this particular building is the brainchild of my son, Evan, who wants to sort of grow this thing to the next level, and he's really good at it, But this is sort of a place to keep my legacy going, I hope. I mean, I think it goes back, my dad, ran our family business, and he grew it, and that's the reason we ended up on the show. But he was always the one trying to train the next generation. He would train people, he'd bring them in, he'd adopt them. And then some of those guys went off to start their own business, and I'd always be like, Dad, why do we keep training them and they leave? He said, it doesn't matter. It's going to help the whole industry. And I think if we can do that, if we can educate, and where do you stop educating? You should educate everybody. Right. Distributors, mechanical contractors, architects, engineers, homeowners, building owners. These building owners don't know what to do to solve this issue of energy in their operating cost.
Well, it's nice to see the space, but it's also nice to see you taking your dad's philosophy and keeping it going, passing it on to the sons.
Yeah.
As I said, you've always been a teacher to all of us, and so to think that there's another generation coming behind you, it's terrific.
It's really fun.
Congrats.
It's fun to see it.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button. Make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.